Guess what I think will happen? Arsenal are going to go 21 years without a Prem.
Oh, okay.
As a United fan, who's going to win a Premier League first? Arsenal, United.
United.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, and thank you for tuning in today's video, guys.
Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the FTF Podcast Full-Time Footy Show. Today, guys, we've got something different for you. We're going to be covering Arsenal. You know, it's not a great time for Arsenal at this moment in time. And we're going to be discussing the current state of affairs of Arsenal, what it looks like, you know, going forward, what it looks like for Arsenal, and how Arsenal fans are feeling. We've got an Arsenal fan on the panel today. How are you feeling, brother?
Don't talk, man.
Yeah. They were Arsenal played against Everton and dropped points yet again. And they are kind of slipping away from the league table. You know, people expected a lot more from Arsenal going into this season, and especially at this stage last season where they were first, I believe, or second maybe. I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that.
They were doing better than they were now.
A lot better than they were, and now they are 6 points off Liverpool, which is not the worst. But Liverpool do have a game in hand. Let's not forget they have a game in hand. But yeah, Jam, do you have anything to say about Arsenal today? Is there anything different that you see about Arsenal? Is there any strategy changes that Arteta might have done to Arsenal? Or is it all the same?
Why are you guys not good anymore?
You said nothing crazy, so I have to keep it very, very brief because I feel very, very crazy right now. Something new that Arteta is trying is inverting both fullbacks. So we now have 54 midfielders in the centre of the park and Saka out wide. And he also likes to take Ødegaard and put him out wide as well. So he wants the fullbacks in the middle and the midfielders on the wing. And
I've never been a fan of inverted fullbacks. I don't like it.
Especially when you don't have direct wingers, like
I don't like it.
one-on-one wingers.
But yeah,
that's the issue.
I feel like you need to have the right person now to fit that style of play, and we do not. I don't know if any team has the style of play to invert both fullbacks. I don't know who Arteta thinks we are. Yeah, I'm not happy. 0-0 against Everton. Not sure why we lost that game other than Arteta's incompetence and our incompetence in the transfer windows. I will keep it brief for now. But I
got something to say.
Go into this.
I got a stat. It's quite interesting, actually.
Well, please. You know I love stats.
Yeah,
Statman-shubs.
Yeah. Arsenal have so they've been in a title race for like this is the third season now where Arsenal can be considered a title team, or title competing team, which started in 2022, where at this point in the season they had 43 points.
Wait,
and then
that's a lot of
points. After 15 games.
Wow, that was a great season.
Not 15. Yeah, you hadn't lost at that point, have you? I'm pretty sure like it was like some mad run or something. Lost one game, something like that. Yeah. Last season, they were on 39 points at this point in the season.
They would have been first right now.
Liverpool are on 36.
Yeah.
This season, 2024-2025 season, Arsenal are on 30 points. So from when Arsenal were first considered a title challenging team,
as you can see, we're getting a lot better.
They are 13 points adrift of where they were at this point in the season 2 years ago. So this clearly shows that Arsenal and Arteta have regressed. He, in my opinion, has gone completely extreme in the other direction in terms of like he is so defensive, and it's not a matter of opinion anymore. It is a fact because Arsenal need set pieces. I know it's a joke on Twitter. And today against Everton, they had 9 set pieces, 9 corners, 10 corners. And Arsenal found their match. They found a team just as physical, just as dominant, and prized themselves on defensive structure first. So the set pieces that Arsenal seem to be doing really well on this season just didn't work. And that is a dream for teams like Everton who, okay, if you guys want to play set pieces, come to our yard. Well, it wasn't our yard, but they made it their yard. Because Arsenal had about 70+% possession and did nothing with it. It was just really poor. And the most creative player in Ødegaard come off in the 61st minute, which showed Arteta wanted to take a different direction anyway. You know what I mean? So like, what's going on? Why is Arteta doing this? Because in my opinion, he's a very good manager. I do really think he's a very good manager. Yeah. But he seems to be overthinking in terms of like, listen, your players are better than the majority of the players in the league. You don't need set pieces every single game. You can win games based on what you done 2 years ago in the Premier League, which is fluid football, one fullback inverting, a midfielder connecting the forward and the midfield together. You don't need to be inverting both fullbacks. You don't need to have your wingers not really involved in the game as much, well, Martinelli in particular. You don't need to have a defensive striker up top. Havertz wasn't here 2 years ago. Was he last season? Was his first season?
Yeah.
And you guys have regressed with certain personnel in your team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
That's what it says anyway.
I agree with everything you said. Obviously, the stats are stats. I feel like, first of all, I just want to touch on the 22-23 season.
The first season you guys were.
I feel like that's a bit of an anomaly in the sense that Arsenal were not a team that people were looking at to challenge for the title.
Pressure wasn't there.
Not only pressure, just the way that teams would set up against us is not the way that they would set up against title challengers, so to speak.
I don't think
in
it
the
was...
first season we caught everybody by surprise. Arsenal were not meant to be that good in that moment. It was very sudden.
That first season, 100% I agree.
That's why we were able to play the free-flowing football that we did. Obviously, towards the latter end of the season, teams started to clock on a bit. But I feel like we had that run of greatness at the start because, again, we caught them off guard. Going on to the second season now, teams are like, okay, cool, we have to take Arsenal seriously. They start paying us more respect. That's when the lines drop deeper. You get the ugly mid-blocks and low blocks more so than the first season. That's when we started to see like, okay, cool. Arsenal was up there this season. Can they keep it up? Yeah. And we did manage to keep it up. But then, like you said, Arteta has just gone very, very defensive. I also have another stat. In the 5 years that Arteta has been at Arsenal, he signed more goalkeepers than he has attackers.
Yeah.
So I think that alone is a testament to what he wants to do, really. I don't know what his problem with attacking is. And I also feel like he just wants to bring in players that
are good in duels. That's it. Really.
He only wants to sign a superstar. But I think we're not at a level where we can only sign a superstar.
Yeah.
In terms of attackers, he's only gone for, well, obviously Mudryk wasn't a superstar, but it was a superstar type signing where he wanted to pay however much, was it like 80 mil for him?
Yeah, a lot of money.
He wanted to get Rafinha, that was another 70, 80 mil. He wanted to get Vlahovic, that would have been like 60, 70 mil. I feel like he doesn't want to get anyone unless they're at the top of football in that moment or whatever. So it's like he hasn't settled for anything less.
Okay.
Unless he's bringing in stupid people like Raheem Sterling, who's not going to play. I'm not cussing Raheem Sterling. He hasn't even played.
Stupid signings.
It's stupid signings like Raheem Sterling, where he's not going to play. Obviously Trossard, as we thought it was a good signing, but touching
on what you said about teams didn't expect you to be this good when you first started being good. So you don't think Arsenal can handle being a top team?
No, I think Arsenal can handle being a top team. I just feel like Arteta hasn't put us in the best position. He hasn't set us up in the best way to be a top team. I feel like I've been a victim of it myself.
How?
You know, just before Wenger left, everyone was scared to kind of say, okay, his time is done because of the sentiment that we had behind him.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody was like, obviously, he had that emotional connection. He's done so much for the club, and no one wanted to say he needs to go. I feel like with Arteta, it's a similar thing. Arteta's turned the club around, changed the culture of the club, but it gets to a point.
Just say you want Arteta gone.
No, you're stepping around. You're stepping around.
Chill out.
I think Arteta needs to go.
Okay, hold on.
I think Arteta needs to go.
Hold on. Before we go into that, hold on.
I just want to overreactionary, but wallah,
okay. Before we get into that, I just want to comment on some things first. I want to comment on the stats that you brought up.
You're gonna go like that?
No, we are gonna go into that, but that's something else completely. I want to just focus on this where we are right now.
Okay.
Arsenal have regressed each season, and as you've shown, the stats back it up as well. But I want to go back to a point you said that as Arsenal have regressed, is because the mid blocks and teams have figured Arsenal out, and they've been more defensive against you guys. Shouldn't that mean that Arsenal should be more offensive in that case instead of them being more defensive? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where in that case, in the first season, where teams weren't looking at you as much, you could have possibly got away with the fact that you can not be as attacking. But when teams are more defensive against you guys are now gone the opposite way and have taken less risks. That's the way I see
less
it.
risks.
You know what I think it is? I feel like I've touched on it before.
Yeah.
It was a case where we didn't believe that we could outscore Man City.
Yeah.
So the next best thing was to concede less goals than them. So he's gone for an attacking, defensive approach to the season, to the team. Gone for a defensive approach. So he's thinking, if we can lock up shop and concede less goals, then maybe we can beat them that way.
I understand
But
that against
it hasn't
City,
worked.
but what about against the lower teams though?
No, I know, but I'm saying in the grand scheme of things,
Yeah,
across the span
the
of
concept,
38
I
games,
get it.
He's thinking concede less goals than City, and maybe that will get us across the line.
But it's he's gone to the extremity of like when you look at Arsenal 2022
Yeah.
and Arsenal 2024, that is the contrast between those two teams is severe. Like it's not even you can't even look at those two teams and think they're similar in any sense of the imagination.
They're almost opposite.
And what I think Arsenal fans are becoming impatient for is because you're not playing good football
They're not.
and you're not winning.
No.
You
That's
can't do both.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
You have to either get points and play bad, e.g., and this is a very extreme example because I think they play good football, but under Mourinho, where his teams are more defensive.
But they got through the line
But they
every
got
time.
through the line. But even then, he was playing very entertaining football. Under Real Madrid, he got like how many points? 100. What was that season? La Decima season where he got crazy points and scored, I think, over 100 goals.
It wasn't
that
like
season.
it was 2012.
Or 2012.
11-12 season, yeah.
Under Chelsea,
Most
he got
goals-
the
most goals in
record.
La Liga season,
He
yeah.
broke the record as well. So I think I understand what Arteta's trying to do. I see the vision. You know what? I don't think he's a madman. I genuinely think he's just gone too extreme. That's
what I'm
my
saying.
point.
He is an extremist.
He needs, and you are right in everything that he does. He has been extreme. When you are attacking, he has been extreme in your attacking. In his defensive approach, he has been extreme. But he needs to find a midpoint where it can be balanced in both ways. Do you know what I mean? And Arteta is capable of that. Why are we acting like he's not a good
No,
manager?
Arteta is a very good manager.
Arteta's
Arteta is a very good manager.
a fantastic manager.
But you want him out of your club. Nice one, man.
But I want him out.
That's insane. Listen, I'll tell you what I think is. I think Arteta has done really, really, really well to get Arsenal out of the situation that they were in,
Yeah.
to the team they are now. But it seems like the club haven't aligned with what he's done, the work he's done. I'm not sure if there's a miscommunication, but Saka is quite literally, in my opinion, the only
That's all
good
we
attacker
have, bro.
in that club.
That's all we
And
have.
he was
Obviously,
he was good today as well.
No,
Very
he was
good.
good.
You know what I mean?
He
But
was
he has,
very,
like he has no help.
We have
the left wing
Odegaard,
and the
yeah.
striker. The attack is not good enough.
We have Odegaard, but the problem with Odegaard is
He disappears.
that no, he does disappear. He does disappear. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you.
He
bro.
slows the game down.
disappears.
Too much.
too much.
And he doesn't.
He's risk averse as well. He's very risk averse.
We don't have anyone in the midfield that just takes the ball and carries
Takes
it.
risks.
No, I'm talking about takes the ball and drives with the ball.
Rice
And
can
just
do that.
Oh, you could
Rice
do with a
can do
Morgan
it,
Rogers.
but he doesn't do
Oh
it.
my God.
Exactly.
Morgan Rogers.
You don't have a
Wow.
player.
Best
You
ball
don't have a
carrying.
player like that. Get the ball, take it on the turn, and just move your team
Aggressive.
forward.
Aggressive.
With the pitch. I feel like with Odegaard, he's more get it, turn, make the pass. But realistically, he doesn't have any running power, so he doesn't really.
Yeah,
take
And
it
also
forward.
his angles are quite limited. Can I for his
Yes,
left foot?
yes,
yes,
right-hand
100
side,
million%. Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
He needs a left foot pass.
Yeah,
and he'll turn his whole body, slow down the whole attack.
He'll manipulate
Just-
everything.
and yeah,
He'll
just
contort his
to-
body just to get it off on the left
Just
foot.
you know what I mean? And then
You don't
by
wanna
then
do
the
it on
attack is
right
gone.
foot. Yeah.
But I think no matter how good the manager you are, you need attackers who are technical enough and just simply good enough to carry out what you want. You can be as good a manager as you want, but when it comes to in the final third,
Yeah.
that is when it's the player's intuition to win you a game. Arteta's job is like what Pep said. Any good manager, or like he said, my job is to get you to the final third. After that, it's you.
Yeah.
And
There's
that's
only
what-
so much you can do as a manager.
But
of
Pep
course.
always had amazing attackers.
Yeah.
Arsenal do not have amazing attackers other
We
than
have one
Saka.
amazing attacker.
Yeah,
and
so
that's
no
it.
matter how good a manager you are, you cannot rely on that striker and left winger to win you games on a consistent basis and win you leagues eventually.
Yeah. And the striker as well.
No matter how good you are as a
Havertz
manager.
is
Yeah,
not
striker,
gonna
striker,
win.
left winger.
Havertz is not going to win the game for you. I'm not going to talk about every weekend and that. Like
Yeah,
I said,
no, yeah.
I do think he's okay.
Bad,
no,
yeah.
more than okay. I feel like
He's quite bad.
he's good enough only if he has an adequate left winger as well. Because I feel like he needs to be created for. He's not going to go and get you a goal himself.
No chance.
so to speak.
I think about Havertz, what I want to say quickly is that I also think it's not entirely his fault. I think Arteta is forming him to be this player. Arteta wants him to be defensive minded, come deep, collect the ball, and it's very difficult for a player like Havertz to do both sides of the role, being defensive minded, coming deep, helping that
striker,
team,
he's a
and being.
striker.
But Arteta wants him to play
I don't
that
know.
way.
Yeah, I know, but I think
Havertz played the centre forward position for Chelsea, and he looked 10 times better than he is at Arsenal right now, and that's because he was used as a
you
centre
sure?
forward.
But I feel like
100 million
Havertz is
percent.
just in a bad patch of form. Let's not go away from the start of the season where he had 18 games and 18 goals from last
18
season.
goals.
That's what I'm saying. I think
18
Havertz
games,
is
18
not
goals
a bad
or something
striker.
like that, and he was on track to break Van Persie's record of most home games, consecutive home games.
No, but that was carrying on from last season,
Exactly,
though.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
From
yeah.
carrying
Okay.
on from last season.
Yeah.
Like, let's not act like Havertz is a bum, bro. I
No,
know
no,
you
no, he's
don't.
not.
I
He's
know
not.
you especially don't rate him, but let's.
I rate him.
We're not gonna act like he hasn't, or he's incapable of doing the job. He's very much capable of doing his
not.
job, but it's just he's not gonna go and win you the game himself. Saka is the type of player that will go and win you the game himself. But come on, how much can you ask him?
Havertz is at the number 9 of Arsenal Football Club.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
He should.
not, bro.
He's
We
not
just
good.
we just
He
need
has. That's a player you have to be relying on goals on. I feel like what Arteta is trying to do is she's trying to get something out of him. You're trying to make sure he wins his duels, does defensive work, something out just because he plays.
No, I think that's
what it is.
I think that's
your
what he wants him
striker.
to play.
That's not how you win
man.
leagues. That's not how you win trophies. Bro.
Look, Havertz is not the best striker in the league, or he's not even probably top 5, right?
No, he's
But
not top 10, not top 20.
The way people talk about him, he's not that bad. I genuinely think
nowhere
he's
near that.
not
He's not
also
good.
being used correctly.
I feel like
you
peop-
watch Arsenal.
peop-
Don't you
peop-
think he's been used incorrectly though?
No, I think he's been used correctly because
I think so.
this is what he can
He's been
do.
used correctly.
Yeah, because this is what he can do.
But
I
he's
just, I
not-
just feel like the team is not doing what they need to do for him. At the end of the day, if it were Haaland, obviously I know that Haaland and Havertz are on 2 different levels. If it were Haaland in this situation, you'd say, "Oh, you guys are not creating enough for him."
No, but Haaland
But with
also wouldn't be
Havertz-
dropping deep like that. He wouldn't be doing the defensive
and
things
also,
that Havertz is
and
doing.
also, he's
He'd
proven
be-
to break records. So
No, but
it's different.
look,
Different
Haaland
position.
and
I said that
Havertz
though.
are 2 different players. And they're used completely differently. Havertz comes deep, Haaland's on the last line of defense. If Havertz was allowed to just be a striker and focus on getting goals and assists and being on the end of things,
He'd be nowhere in the game.
no.
He wouldn't be involved in the game.
How do you
Because he
know?
can't do that.
He can do that.
Can't do that. What he's doing right now is what he can offer. Is what he can do. You ask Havertz to do what Haaland does.
No, but he wouldn't look
about
as
that?
bad though. Right now, he looks bad because he's not been
Maybe
involved.
he's been asked-
He's
offensively.
just on a bad run of games. I'm telling you, when the form comes back, which it will, we will see. But moving on from that, I feel like last season we lost the league by 1 point, 2 points.
Couple
if I'm
points,
wrong.
yeah, well.
1 or 2 points. We've now gone into the following season, which is this season now, and the signings that Mikel Arteta has made are Mikel Moreno, Calafiori,
The worst one so far.
and loaning Onko Rahim.
Yeah.
So
And 2 of them were bought based off the hype of the Euros.
no attackers. Again, no attackers. Sterling's an attacker, but
Yeah.
he's not playing.
Sterling was desperate.
Sterling was just
Last day, desperate. What can we get?
Let's try and make the fans look like we've done something for them.
And they thought, oh,
Let's
Mikel Arteta worked with him. He could revitalize his career.
yeah.
You know, create a buzz. And I seen the vision from like
Yeah.
Arsenal perspective, like give the fans something.
Yeah.
But I watched him at Chelsea.
yeah,
He's past it, man.
I wanna take back what I said. I don't want Arteta gone. I feel like
No,
I
that's
want
the quickest. That's the quickest.
no.
Wallahi.
I'm emotional. Wallah, I'm emotional. I want
No,
Arteta
Brandles.
away from signings, from transfers.
I don't think he has the final say, anyways. Though
No, I feel like he has a lot of say.
maybe has
I
a
feel
say
like
like
he has a lot of
options.
say.
Do you think he had a big say on Ricardo Calafiori? Because I think he'd look better in a mid-table club. I don't think he's good enough for a top 4 club.
I don't know why you hate him.
Because I'll tell you what, he can't attack.
He hasn't played all the games.
He can't defend. But I've seen from what I've seen, and even before in a Serie A when he was at Roma, he was redundant. They didn't want him, and then he moved on to Bologna, which is like a downgrade at the time. You know what I mean?
And it was Euro
It's not,
hype.
it's not
It
a
was
good
Euro
signing.
hype.
It's,
It was
Euro,
Euro hype.
it's
I
one of
told you.
classic cases of tournament hype. I've said it
Yeah,
before.
it was Euro hype.
He
I feel
was
like
bought off a tournament hype.
I feel like we have to remember that
Poor signing now.
he's 22 years of age, bro.
Doesn't matter.
Do you remember Gabriel?
At that age, you
remember-
should show you're good enough.
Do you remember Gabriel when he came in?
Yeah.
Goodness me, he wasn't even
It's
half the
different,
player that he
man.
is now. Why is it different?
Because Gabriel, I'll tell you why. Gabriel was playing League 1 first of all. The conversion from League 1 to the Premier League is a very nice
It's
conversion.
quite smooth.
Because it's very similar.
Yeah.
And also Gabriel, his physicality was always going to help him in the long run.
Always.
Always
Great
in the
points.
Premier League, physicality,
Yeah.
aerial ability, and on the ball at Lille, he was very good. So I could see like the vision in signing
100%.
Gabriel. And to be fair, he was clowned at the time for bozo jeans and whatnot. Yeah, fine, you know. But you could see that he's a player that can improve. I think Calafiori can be quite.
So you look at Calafiori, a 22-year-old defender, by the way, which is of all positions on the pitch,
Yeah.
bar goalkeeper, is a position where you see the oldest players peak at the highest ages. A 22-year-old now you're writing off saying no, he's not
Right
good
now, I
enough.
just
I'm not
don't
the
think
biggest
he's
fan
that
of
good.
him, I'll be honest.
Even before, I just don't think he's that good.
I feel like that's
No, it's not about a write-off. I just don't think he's that good.
I
And
just
many
feel
clubs
like,
weren't
I feel like
in for
you're
him for a
jumping
reason,
the
you
gun
know.
with that. Huh?
And injury prone as well. Makes
Many-
it
No, that's a problem.
Yeah.
The injuries, I hear that's a problem. If we don't win a trophy this season, then Arteta might genuinely have to go. And I'm not talking about a little Carabao Cup, that's dusty, bro. If we need to get a Champions League,
You
or
could do with
FA
it though.
Cup, we could do with it, I guess. Like, I'm
do with
I'm
it.
not gonna say no to it, but if he gets a Carabao Cup, it doesn't mean his job is safe. people do need to start.
What's he going to win
asking
though?
serious
He's not going to win a
questions
Prem. He
Do
won't
you
win the
think he can
Champions
win
League.
the
now.
Champions
I
League?
think we can win the Champions League, but I don't know. It would have to be a miracle, but I think we can do it. Nah, not even a miracle. I'm capping. We can definitely win the Champions League, but the league is well and truly over and done with. Liverpool. Well,
I don't think so.
Can I ask you a question quickly?
We'll win it though.
Arteta goes. Who do you get?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know who I want to bring in.
But Arsenal fans don't.
This is how I'm feeling today.
Yeah.
I've never ever thought of saying Arteta go. Everyone always asks me every season, what now? What if this? What if that? And I say, no, I'm backing him. And I don't feel like I'm backing him blindly. But at this point, as I said, it gets to a point where you have to start asking serious questions because he's been here 5 years now.
5.5 at the end of
million
the season.
spent,
700 million.
and he's
Yeah.
got nothing to show for it other than the half-season FA Cup that he won
In his first season.
It's like, come on, man.
You look at Arsenal right now, the position they're at. What do you think it takes to fix you guys? And what do you think it will take for you to compete or win before you actually win?
Okay, this is what we need to do, yeah? Start from the top down. Left wing, that needs to get sorted out. Trossard, Martinelli, Sterling. Sterling's on loan, so you can go back to you lot after.
Okay.
But I want Trossard gone or Martinelli either, or at this point, bro, one of them can go.
Or both.
And if both of them go, then we need to bring some more than one person in. But I need a superstar left winger. I need Liao. I really, really want Liao, but
Yeah, he'll be a hefty one, man.
it will be. So
Kvara is a bit more affordable. He's got a release clause that was inserted this summer, I think.
I can't
Signing
lie.
a contract.
If that don't
No,
work,
but he's got a release clause. Affordable, 80 million euros.
is it?
But apparently he's going to sign a new contract at Napoli. So that's not going to
No,
be...
he already signed a new contract.
No, signed or he's going to sign
He
another one.
already signed one with
That
a
was
release
Leao, wasn't
clause. No. Kvara, this summer he signed one.
Both of them.
Or I think he's about to sign one. Either or, you might be right. But all we know is that Kvara's agent said that he wants him gone. He wants him to
in
leave.
the summer he said he'd leave.
Exactly.
Won't go to
And
Arsenal.
he said the only reason why he will sign a new contract is to have a affordable release clause. And I think him going to Arsenal would be a more suitable option than Liao. More attainable, I'd say. And
I don't think more suitable, maybe more attainable. I think
sorry,
Leao
not
suits
more
him
suitable. I think Liao's a better option,
Yeah.
but more attainable and
Liao's
could.
their best option. Yeah.
Yeah, because Liao is a superstar, and also he is that 1v1 specialist that you need.
That is what I want. I want
Because
a
you have
1v1
Timber,
specialist.
who's not going to overlap. He's inverting on the left. You need someone that's going to hold down that wing position.
Yeah.
But the only issue with Liao is that his work rate is not great
Yeah,
off the
but
ball.
Arteta
And
will fix
Arteta,
that. We'll
I
fix
don't know.
that.
It's
He
difficult,
will.
man.
It's worth having him in the team.
No, but I think he'll
And
probably
also,
expect
if we
to
have
be-
an adequate left back, then he won't need to do the dog work
Timber's
that Sak has
adequate,
been doing for years and years. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know where he wants Timber to play, left back or right back. Because the other day we played and we had all right footers on the left hand
So I'm
side,
saying
and it was all
messy.
It was bogus. It was rubbish. So I don't know, but yeah, superstar left winger. Whether that's Liao, Rodrigo. I know I'm shooting for the stars,
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
but I really want a superstar left winger. I
Yeah.
feel like that's what's going to take us to the next level. So yeah, that I feel like the midfield is janky. We need a creative.
Janky.
We need a creative midfielder other than Erdegaard. And when I say creative midfielder, I want a different style of creative midfielder. I want a Bruno type of midfielder. No, but that doesn't mean that I think because
Exactly what it means.
when I say that. Just because I want a Bruno's a brilliant player. But I don't think he's better than Erdegaard, but I'd like the variation in the team. So yeah, I'd want a Bruno type player, or like, as we said earlier, a player like Rodgers, somebody who's going to get the ball and carry it up the field, help the team progress by ball carrying, not just kicking it anywhere. Not that Erdegaard does that, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I want to improve that in the midfield. And then just another 8, because I really don't want to see Rice in 8. I just want Rice to stay in the 6, so another 8.
Yeah.
And then fullback. I feel like we need another fullback and a centre back.
A fullback,
Then the team
that's- a fullback,
Obviously,
that's
not gonna
actually a
happen over
fullback,
one.
though.
Yeah,
not like-
not this whole
Yes.
Centre back
inverted fullback or
centre
centre
back.
back,
Centre back thing, yeah.
fullback.
Because even Calafiori is a centre back.
I know.
So,
I know.
like,
Enough
you
centre
need-
backs in the
Ben
back
White's
line.
a centre
I know.
back. Calafiori.
Everybody.
Wait, do you actually have
Timber.
Wait, do Arsenal have a
Zinchenko, a midfielder.
We had-
fullback that's actually a fullback?
Yeah, Tierney, but here.
He's
it?
not anymore.
Yeah.
He left.
Where is he?
You know, they showed him like it looked like he was warming up earlier in the game. They showed him running, yeah.
Yeah.
But he just
Did
got
he
to the
leave?
toilet. He just went down the tunnel.
Oh wait, is he still at Arsenal?
The
Wait,
cameraman
he's still at Arsenal?
Yeah, he was on loan and came back.
Wallah, I thought he
That's
left.
it. No, he's here, man. But he may as well not be. He's like Malacia.
mad. Has he played? Has he played this season?
Gosh.
No, he ain't played nothing.
Bless
and,
him.
and he won't play.
Bless
He should play.
Nah.
He should play to
No, he's not bad, though.
to boost his price up, but he ain't gonna play. But yeah, winger, left winger,
Yeah.
creative midfielder,
Yeah.
slash or midfielder, a ball carrier, and then a left back or a right back and a centre back. I want a lot, but if I had to get 3 signings, winger, centre mid, and a left back,
Yeah.
that's what I'd get.
And
And I think that's enough for Arsenal to win the league. Genuinely, I feel like Leao's enough for us to win the league. But Arteta needs to change his mindset. He needs to stop being so stubborn, man.
I want to
Please.
see. I don't want to see it because I don't like Arsenal, but I want to see Arsenal actually try to play attacking football and instead of this corner set piece. Bro, last week they attempted 28 crosses, bro. 28 crosses.
Yeah, nah, stinky football. You lot said it to me last week. Do I get bored of Arsenal, bro? I
You know, was that against Fulham? Was it against Fulham, innit?
Yeah.
If Arteta doesn't win anything, and I'm not just meaning you alone, what do you think the Arsenal fan base? If Arteta doesn't win anything this season, do you think, first of all, do you want him to leave? And secondly, do you think he will leave? Because I'm seeing like, even after today, I'm seeing like Arsenal fans are starting now, and it's not even January yet.
My
Starting
answer
for his head.
to both of those questions is no. Neither do I want him to leave, or do I think he will leave. But if he doesn't win anything this season, 0 trophies,
Yeah, like 0 trophies.
then he might have to go. I feel like
It's techie,
I feel like
it's techie.
it is. I feel like
But it's because of you guys haven't won. That's for so long.
This is what I don't want to happen. Yeah, I don't want Arsenal to be the side that almost made
Nearly.
it, that nearly did it, that was second and third and second and third and second and second or whatever, but not first. I don't want to be that club just because we got so caught up on the fact that Arteta saved us.
Yeah.
He saved us from where we were. But if he's not the man to take us from second place to first place, then so be it. We'll get another manager. It doesn't mean that Arteta's going to be forgotten.
Yeah.
I would love it to be Arteta, and I'm sure every single Arsenal fan out there would love it to be Arteta, but it doesn't have to be him. Again, I love the club more than I love Arteta. So
I mean, he signed an extension this summer.
yeah, he
I
did
just
get an
went.
extension.
I think 2028, 4 years, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think
Because
he's
I
gonna
think the owners
They're comfy with him.
they're comfy with him because they
Yeah.
see the progression. But it's gonna be awkward to have. I feel like you're only as good as how much the fan base are with you.
Yeah.
Once you lose the fan base,
But I
that's
feel
when
like this season is going to be make or break for him in terms of having the supporters that he has right now.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
I feel like a lot of the diehard supporters are starting to crack a bit. Even myself, I was shocked how I felt earlier.
Yeah.
Like I just felt sick and tired. Like I've been sick and tired, but really and truly sick and tired. Like I was just like, bro, this guy goes today. In the moment, I would have understood it. I would have been fine with it. Obviously now reflecting, I'm a bit more collected.
First.
Would you entertain Inzaghi? I think he's a good manager.
Straight to back.
Free at the back, but it's
Lovely.
I don't.
they have plenty of centre backs for it, so they'll be all right.
We do.
Yeah.
We do have the personnel for that. But
Inzaghi's a winner as well, by the way. Like he's won in Italy, and I think even when I was watching him in the Champions League this season, bro, the setup that he has, he's a very flexible manager, rigid. He's kind of like what you would like Arteta to be. The balance between the attacking and the defensive side is perfect. And if he can bring like some personnel over from Inter, you know, some midfielders like maybe Barella kind of fell off, but what's his
Brad is
name?
very good still.
What's his name? Oh, no, he plays for, I was going to say Rangers, but he plays for Milan.
if he comes and bring Dumfries, then yeah, come.
Dumfries or even Bastoni. Nah.
You want Dumfries?
I think Dumfries is good.
For a wing back, yeah, he'd be good.
I think he's good.
so-
When we
he's so
played
dead.
against him, he shut down.
Wing back,
Anyone said they
yeah,
want
he'll be
Dumfries.
alright.
As a wing back.
Nah, he's not good.
You're right,
He's not
yeah,
good.
I don't watch him week in, week out, but I know
Stinky,
the times that I've seen him, he's cold, and against us, he was a problem.
He's getting on a bit though.
I think Inter Milan hates
How
him.
old is he?
He's like 28, I think now.
That's not getting on.
For a fullback, I think that's getting on.
Oh, that's
Not
alright.
the youngest of
Maybe
players.
DeMarco would be good. He's
DeMarco,
quality.
DeMarco would do well.
If you're gonna pick a you get me?
Bastoni, if you didn't have so many centre backs.
Yeah,
one of the best defenders in the world. Him.
But yeah, I feel like
But
I
you
need to do
guys
my-
are stuck with Arteta.
I need to do my homework on managers if I wanted to. If I was gonna
have some
say
ready for
who I
next
want.
episode.
Yeah, I guess I
you want-
can.
you want Arteta out?
But no, I want Arteta. Like I hated saying that. Like
Say it,
I
man.
want him in. I want him in. But he needs to step away from transfers at least. And yeah.
This is what I think will happen. Arsenal are gonna go 21 years without a Prem.
Okay.
That's so specific.
And
Wait, let me ask you a question.
No, because not another 21. It's gonna be 21 years.
Oh, what is it
without a
now?
Prem. No, 20. But like
Oh,
at the end of the season, it'll be
okay,
21.
that's
at the
not
end of the
crazy.
season.
Wait,
Yeah,
let me
that's what I'm
ask you a
saying.
question.
So they won't win the Prem.
As a United fan, do you think Arsenal, who's going to win a Premier League first? Arsenal, United?
United.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, and thank you for tuning in to today's video, guys.
Makes
I hope
sense,
you
though.
enjoyed that.
Why? Quickly, why?
Catch us
Because-
next week
let's
on
wrap it up.
FTF
Wait, Jam,
Full-Time
let me-
Footy Podcast Show. It's been Jam. Great having you.
That's so
let me-
peak. The video's not even over.
let
That's
me-
so peak. Donuts. What are you doing?
You're the big
What's that
idiot.
outro? We're still here.
You're
Same
the-
video, you
You're
know.
the big idiot.
Ask question again.
Bro said
Let-
United's going to win
Do you think?
for Arsenal.
Do you think United will win a Premier League before Arsenal?
Yeah.
And why?
This is why I think we'll win a Prem for Arsenal. Arsenal right now.
Because he drinks alcohol.
How much? That's like you did a couple of years ago. Arsenal are really good right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Arsenal's really good. Is 0 prems. United is really bad. 0 prems. So when we're good again, and inevitably we will be good again.
Okay.
Because no matter what we're not. Football is a
Cycles.
sport that happens. Yeah.
Cycles.
It changes so often. So like, and trajectory is not linear. It just one day you can be bad, another day you can be good.
Yeah.
When we inevitably become good again, by then Arsenal still would not have won a Prem,
And
and we'll be good enough to win a Prem.
So
Whether that's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, that's United will win a Prem for Arsenal.
That's why I think Arsenal should have taken more advantage of their cycle, man. You had your
Yeah.
cycle, man. Your
This
cycle
is the best it'll be for a long
This
time.
is your cycle.
No.
But Arsenal are so like their fans are so easily tricked.
Yeah, that couldn't happen at Chelsea.
And or United,
Or United,
any
yeah.
team that's truly competing. The mentality starts from the fans and the club,
Yeah.
where
Winners
you guys,
mentality.
yeah, you guys are not true winners. You guys are a nice culture club. You know, you guys are people in ends. Everyone loves Arsenal.
Yeah.
It gets everyone together.
Thierry Henry,
Thierry
that man.
Henry, even Kanu, guys like that, cult heroes.
Bergkamp.
You know what I mean? Bergkamp, guys like that. Yeah. That's what you guys will be known as. That's what you guys are.
Yeah.
You guys are a nice culture club, community club. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ethnic club. That's what you got. That's what you guys are.
You're spitting, you're spitting.
Inclusive. You guys are not winners.
Together.
Manchester United are winners. And we might be bad now, but we
Chelsea,
still
Chelsea,
win more
Chelsea.
than you.
Chelsea winners.
Yeah, Chelsea winners. But Arsenal are not winners.
Yeah. Get it.
Okay, so like,
Stinking hand away from me.
so listen, don't try that. United win the Premier for Arsenal.
I think
To answer
that'll,
your question.
that'll be very embarrassing, right? Oh, United are in their cycle where they're bad.
We're shocking.
Their cycle
Wallahi,
is
we
gonna come
are
back
really
again,
poor.
man.
So how long is their cycle?
It's been a long while, I can't
We're
lie.
horror. 11 years now.
Surely, it has to end.
And we still won more trophies than you have in the same time.
True,
man.
true. Allah.
So why do you? So you
gonna-
tell me why you think you're
Okay,
gonna
Jack,
win
let me
that?
ask you
We're a
this.
step away from it, bro.
What's that?
We're literally inches away from
Yeah, the
it.
first step is so high up though. You can't reach it.
No, but-
And
You were.
your one is the
You can't reach
staircase.
that.
The rocky staircase. You know how many steps is in that? So far. You're not close. You're not anywhere near the top of the table. Nowhere
right now,
near
yeah,
it.
why not?
So Arsenal is one step away. You guys
That's
are
not
nowhere near it.
that makes no sense.
But Jam,
That's not how it works.
they're
either.
climbing
That's
right
not
now.
how it works.
What do you mean that's not how it works?
Just because you're one step away and we're how many steps away?
So your
400,
So,
what'd you say?
so your way it works is it cycles, but my way doesn't work.
but like there's no logic to what you're saying. You're making up steps in your mind. There's no logic there.
You just told me that football happens in cycles, so that means
and
you're
because
gonna
you guys
win
are really good right now, and
it.
so
that,
yeah, what
that
no
means you're
prems.
gonna win it.
But Jam, at the top of the staircase, there might be a slide. You never know.
Huh?
There might be a slide. They might come straight back.
And there's holes in his staircase. So,
Okay.
so I don't know what we're talking about right now.
I don't know what you think.
Man United is not winning the
Analogy.
Premier League before Arsenal.
If United, I don't know if we'll still be doing FTF by then. If United, you never know.
Okay, we'll try that.
If United
next year, yeah?
win the Premier League before Arsenal, you have to do what Gary Lineker done.
Oh, and show on the picture, yeah?
You have to cover this episode in your underpants.
So you do that every week anyway.
Yeah.
If you guys can see behind
No,
the
I
camera.
shorts. But yeah, anyways, let's wrap the episode right there. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you very much.
Guys, let us know what you think. You know, is it Arsenal cycle? Is it over? You know,
Arsenal fans, how's your mental health right now? Yeah, is everything okay?
okay.
You know what I mean? Being media and everything. But yeah, man.
Backhanded comments that you're giving to my people.
It's not backhanded. I'm violating them.
Can I do
I'm
that?
I'm quite literally like it's so obviously I'm trying to get onto them.
Can I do
It's
that?
not backhanded.
Yeah,
It's not backhanded about that.
I wrap him up off camera, guys. Don't worry.
Thank you guys for watching,
Calm,
guys.
calm,
Like,
calm.
comment, and subscribe as usual. Make sure you join the journey. Get us to 1K for the giveaway.
I'll tell you if you
And
save us,
we will be back for some more content. You'll be seeing some different content while Mo's in on the sunbeds chilling.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, I'll bleep it.
Yeah, man. Enjoy yourself on holiday, man. Yeah, facts.
Is that a sunbed? Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys. Take care.
Love and
Peace.
guidance.